Hello, this is David with entry number 1070, I think. Today is Sunday, Sunday. I'm recording in the evening. It's about 5:30, I think, 5:20. Um, Today I wanted to talk about something kind of interesting. And it's not that I'm suffering or I'm in a bad space. I just thought I've been thinking about uh, my life because I asked to renew my contract, which means another year here in Japan and with this company. And, it's pretty much going to happen. But um, today, as I did a really long walk, I think it was about 5.5 hours, or longer, maybe seven, closer to seven probably. Um, atrophy. Atrophy. If you don't know what atrophy is, and I'm not exactly sure if I know exactly what it means. I know it has to do with the loss of energy or muscles. When you're like in a coma, you'll lose all of your muscles, and basically because you're not using them, you're not fighting against gravity because you're just laying down all day. Your muscles go away and you become very weak and you can't walk anymore and you can't even like lift your arm in some cases because um, because you're just not using it. And I guess the definition, I just googled it while I was talking, and it says one of the two definitions says uh, gradually decline in effectiveness or vigor due to underuse or neglect. And the reason I mentioned atrophy and I kind of highlighted it here is I got to thinking a bit about, you know, is is this the best use of my time? And I think for now, this will be my. I mean, I'm stating it in this video. This will be my like last year with this company, and if I am to continue doing ESL work into my like 6th year, I guess, of it, I'm going to have to. Right now, what I'm thinking is, I'm going to have a significant increase in pay and a significant increase in responsibility. Because what I feel is atrophy. What I feel is I'm not using my mind enough. I'm not using my ability enough. I'm not using basically I'm not being used to my full potential. And what it what I'm afraid of is that we all have kind of a set like peak of like our ability efficiency of use of our brain capacity, and kind of, well, I feel like we do, right? So not everyone is at 100%, right? Some people are at like maybe a 70%, and so like the best they can muster is 70% of like their potential. And it's not like a negative thing really, it's just kind of people are different. There's all kinds of different people, and some people just don't feel motivated, or they don't have the energy, or they physically can't do something. Like if you're handicapped, you can't really compete in the regular Olympics. You have to compete in the Paralympics. You just can't beat Michael Phelps. You just can't beat him. It's just physically not possible. And that's what I'm saying, is that some people are just hamstrung for whatever reason. I don't care what it is. They can only operate at like a 70 or maybe even a 60%. And these are the kind of people that we are really needing in society, like the kind that do like manual labor, like construction work and cleaning dishes and gardening and these things. And I'm not saying that these people are less than anything else. It's just that their peak ability, for whatever reason, is like 70%. And I think that if you get stuck doing something long enough, repetitive, or just something that isn't challenging you at all, you can lose that peak percentage. you can go down, is what I'm saying, and atrophy, basically. So I'm afraid that if I'm not being challenged and I'm not being used to the best of my ability, that I know I'm not, and I'm doing an extremely good job at this job. I know I am, and my extremely good job is still, I feel like, 40% of what it's like. It's taking me 40% of my energy, of my ability, which is not a lot, you know. I don't know what I would say. I'm not operating at like my peak is not 100. I could admit that. I mean, like where my mind is at the moment, I would feel like it's probably around like 85 or 90, but but my use case is like around 40. My work is challenging me at about a 40%, so half of what I'm capable of, and that feeling is not good. Um, it's one thing when you're gonna retire and you're circling the drain to retirement, so you can kind of coast a little. It's another thing when you're 29 and you've already hit a wall. Um, so that's what I'm saying is atrophy. I'm afraid of atrophy, and I don't want it to happen. And I think if I did 3 years here, that's what would happen, is that I'd get stuck here, like the person who lives above me. So yeah, what I'm saying is in this video, I'm basically committing to this will be my final year here in this company, and next year I'm going to be aggressive and really hunt for something that I feel will be difficult. That's what I want. So anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you soon. Bye.